The Cabbage Merchant. I honestly think this might be the best card coming from the new Avatar set, and it's a green card, which is kinda rare. Mostly we're seeing like that the best card is usually going to be like a red, blue or maybe white card, sometimes black. But it's very rare that a green card takes the spot. Now it's not a certainty that this might be the best card, but it's looking really good. There's a blue card, Katara, that might be really strong, that is drawing a humongous amount of cards. But I think this might take the spot. It's up for discussion, but regardless, this is a really good card. So for 1 green, 2 generic, you get a legendary creature human citizen, 2/2, only for 3 mana, so Rhetoric study mana. Whenever an opponent casts a non-creature spell, create a food token, which is going to happen quite a lot. Like non-creature spells from your opponents, you have 3 opponents, you're gonna get a lot of food. But who cares, like foods are useless, we want treasures and clues, those are the good ones. Well, whenever a creature deals combat damage to you, sacrifice a food token, so it's getting worse. Now, we come to the last ability. Tap 2 untap foods you control, add 1 mana of any color. Busted. You know that white card enchantment that gives you temporary treasures for 4 mana? Well, this gives you permanent mana that stay. Oh, well, your opponents can attack and kill them, so that's a thing. And your opponents can kill this creature, so that's a thing. But still, if this is ignored, isn't respected, people might just fuel you with a ton of mana. Remember that Sisay Weatherlight Captain? She's gonna love this. This is legendary, so it's gonna increase her power. But if you have the Cabbage Merchant in play and Sisay in play, you can just pass turn, observe how your opponents are feeding you with counterspell wars and such, building up that mana. Once your opponents have collectively cast 10 non-creature spells, which can happen in a turn cycle. Now it's not gonna happen in like 1 turn cycle, but in 2 turn cycles, this is going to be an ongoing CC activation. Now of course your opponents can kill this creature or just attack you. However, Sisay usually has a lot of blockers, so I can really see her defending herself and defending her cabbage, so to say. Except for like flying creatures like Mockingbird is gonna go over you and remove a food token, so that's that. Malcolm Kenai Navigator is also gonna be annoying for this creature. But overall, I just think people are going to kill this, like Swords to Plowshare it, Lightning Bolt it, etc. On the other hand, this is actually a little bit harder, strangely, to interact with. For example, a Rhetoric Study or Smothering Tide is easily stopped with a Force of Negation, a Fierce Guardianship, a Swan Song, etc. But this is a creature and goes through all of those Flusterstorms and tricks like that. As most cEDH decks these days are very focused on interacting with non-creature spells. But I mean, any commander could usually utilize this greatly. I just think Sisay is the big winner. The other big winner is the Rabbit token commander, the Balin Haymaker, that doesn't care about what kind of tokens you're generating, it just wants tokens in general, because that commander could use these food tokens to draw cards instead. And even if this creature is being killed, the Haymaker can keep on going on using the food tokens to make mana and draw cards. Tymna Thrasius could like this. Thrasius likes mana. If the Cabbage Merchant is producing enough food token, Thrasius could sit there and activate a lot. That's good. So I can really see a world where this is being played in a lot of different strange places. Because ultimately I do think that this is going to generate a lot of food tokens and being able to produce a lot of mana. And I want to emphasize, this is mana you keep throughout the game. It accumulates and snowballs. And if left unchecked and ignored, it's just gonna take over really fast. So once again, mana is usually the key to winning games, to cast these very expensive spells and cast a lot of spells during your storm run victory. So it's gonna be cool to see a green version of Rhetoric Study. I am 100% going to auto-include this in my Sisay build, and we will see how many other people are picking it up here and there. As we have a new set, lots of more card reviews are coming up. Really looking forward to see data on this once it starts hitting tournaments. and once it starts appearing in cEDH YouTube gameplay videos too. Thanks for watching, see you in the next one guys.